What if I told you that there was a way that you could make time work for you, and all you have to do is manage it thoughtfully? What if time was an ally rather than an enemy? What if you could use time to make more money, to create more time, instead of have it be a stress or a limitation? So there's no point in being anxious over how much time you have or having an excuse that you don't have enough time or you don't have enough money. So in this video, we're going to go into all of that and much more. My name is Alex Morgan, and I help you align your actions, your beliefs, your dreams, and your thinking so that you can achieve success. And success is here, and one of the easiest ways to leverage your success, optimize your success, be ready for success is make time work for you. Successful people, the first thing that they're going to do is they're going to create rules around making more time for themselves. Successful people do not utter the words, "I do not have enough time." They understand that this is an excuse. This means that they're giving their personal power to someone else so that they can say they don't have enough time. They're not letting others take their time. They're actually making rules so that they can create more time. So what if you could create more time? What if time could work for you? One time I was working with a client, and they were always worried about spending so much of their time to make money. And then when unnecessary expenses came up, they felt like they had to work even more time so they could earn more money. We installed a program in this person's mind. Imagine that, a new program in your mind that says anytime you have an unexpected expense, you double that expense by making more money and create more time. So this person started to use this new program. So anytime something happened, anytime they felt like they were wasting money, they actually found a way to double it. They would get a new client. They would call someone up, or someone would call them up because they had already earned money. That's another way that people that are successful create time. They understand they don't have to work so many hours for money. A lot of times when they need something, they understand that they've already earned it. They just need to find that person in their network, that skill, that resource, or that thinking inside of them that's going to earn that so that they can have more time. So those are some foundational rules that I think are important to understand, and I think you'll understand them because if you're listening to this, you're an intelligent person. And that means that you also want to create clear priorities, because when you have clear priorities, this means that you can make time work for you. If you have goals that are defined, if you spend time thinking about your goals in your mind, short-term intentions, long-term goals, and if you know what it takes to accomplish these goals, how much easier is it going to be for time to work for you? Because when you think about your goals and you design your goals and you design the environment that you need to be in to design your goals and achieve your goals, you know who you need to be around. You know what skills you need to use. You know what resources you need to use. You know what thinking that you need to achieve your goals. When you've designed all this and you've thought about it, and then you put actions into it every single day, you're actually going to have more time. And I was actually just speaking to a student not too long ago, and we had a session and he was asking a few questions. And one of the questions he asked was similar to, well, what happens when people have success? What's next? And I told him, well, when you're one of our students, you know that you're supposed to make a plan that goes out to many, many years in the future. And some people, when I tell them the number, they think it's crazy. So I'm just going to leave that up to interpretation. However, you're supposed to plan a lifetime of goals. Usually when people start, it's about a lifetime of goals, and many people think that's too much. However, I said, when you have success and you make time work for you, what do? You have a plan after you achieve something so that time is working for you again. You're not putting in such hard work because you've designed new plans. You've designed new goals. The whole next year of your life is front-loaded with different goals, meaning there's a lot of goals loaded right into that next year of their life. So they're using their time. And a lot of times those goals, they integrate with each other. They connect with each other so that once you achieve one goal, it's like a web, it's connected. It makes it easier to climb to that next goal, to move to that next goal. It's almost like you're attached with Velcro. You're just stuck to different goals, climbing across, making that time work for you. So if you want to make time work for you, you need to understand that you have short-term intentions and long-term goals. Because if you have no plans, guess what? You're not going to achieve what you want, and you're going to have to spend more time, more energy, more money, more thinking, more emotions. You're going to have to pour more and more and more and more into actually getting what you want. If you have clear goals and a plan, your time is going to be spent easily and effortlessly achieving your goals. It's like you're going to achieve them automatically and naturally. So far you need to have different rules. You need to set clear priorities and goals, and you just need to decide what you want to do every single day to make time work with you. And another thing is you need to avoid certain things. A lot of people that want to make time work for them, they're trying to do everything perfect. They're trying to do everything in a certain way that maybe someone else did before them. Now, you need to understand if that person's getting results or not. A lot of times when you're trying so hard to be perfect, to do things in a certain way, it's going to take you more time. So instead of going for perfection, you can go for something like excellence. Excellence means doing your best every single day, no matter the results that you get. Some days may be better than others, and other days are going to be way better than all the previous days, maybe. So the more you go for excellence, the more you're managing your time, you're managing your expectations, and you're following through on those clear priorities and that clear plan that you had. You also need to delegate. You need to understand that if you're not the best at something and you know someone who is, bring them in. Collaborate over competition. So who in your network, who do you know that can help you achieve your goals? Because when you're working with a team and you're collaborating with others, it makes it that much easier to create more time for yourself. And nowadays, there's plenty of new tools as well. You can even delegate certain things to new tools like AI or other technology so that you're not actually doing all the work, that you're in control of your time. So you need to understand who can help you, what can help you, how you're going to get to that point, how you're going to do that, and what that will get for you and what will that allow you to do. You'll probably find that when you're working with the right people, with the right tools, methods, techniques, time is always there in abundance. So it's really up to you to decide how much time that you want to create. Just like anything else, you need to decide that you want to do something, like any goal, and give yourself permission to do it. If you're thinking, I don't have enough time, I used to say this, I don't have enough time. And the thing is when I used to say this, a lot of times is I was doing things that I didn't want to do. If you can find something, do something that you really enjoy doing, you'll find, or you may find, that time starts to work for you. And I don't have enough time. This is an excuse. This is an objection that people have when they don't want to buy something. This is a limiting decision. You can ask yourself, what can you learn from this? What can you do instead? This will immediately flip your mind so you can start to think in new choices, new opportunities, and new possibilities. Thanks so much for listening. Go ahead and comment below what you think of this audio. If you haven't already, go ahead and like the audio and subscribe to the channel, because I think it would be really helpful for you if you could implement these things so you can create your ideal future and get predictable results, because there's no point in leaving success up to chance, when instead, if you follow what I'm talking about in these videos and you decide to commit and you give yourself permission to do that, that you can really create anything that you want. Thank you to everyone who's been subscribing lately, leaving comments, questions, recommendations. I really appreciate it. It helps me make audios and videos every single day. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope to see you on the next video or the next audio.